My name is Larry Ponemon, and I'm the chairman and founder of Ponemon Institute. Ponemon Institute is a research organization dedicated to privacy, data protection, and information security. A lot of organizations are focused now on the cyber threat, the bad guy externally breaking in and stealing confidential information or disrupting business processes. But still, the number one vulnerability and threat for most organizations is the negligent insider. It's a person who is good and trying to get their job done. They basically do silly things like download sensitive or confidential information on a USB memory stick, or basically move data to a home computer and they have attachments with all sorts of sensitive and confidential information. Or, there are a whole bunch of stories, we hear about it every day, but again, the negligent insider is still a very significant problem for many companies. We've done several studies as an institute on the cost of data breach and the cost of a cybercrime. And in general, the costs are in the millions of dollars, not just the out-of-pocket cost, but also all of the unintended consequences. For example, having to redo your security infrastructure, or having to deal with irate customers because their data is lost, or having to deal with regulators and the diminishment of shareholder values. If you're a publicly traded company, maybe your stock price declines. So a lot of organizations don't fully understand just how expensive it is until it's too late. The real cost of a data breach, you have real costs of having to hire forensic experts and having people dedicated to dealing with the issue and not doing their day job. And you have issues like having to provide identity protection services to data breach victims, and you have to notify people. Those are real, tangible costs. But based on our research, the most significant cost is the cost of dealing with customer churn, people who decide, gee, I don't want to deal with this bank anymore, or I don't want to deal with this retailer or this healthcare company because they weren't able to protect my data. And abnormal churn is usually somewhere between 2 and 3% in the United States, and that could translate into potentially tens of millions of dollars for companies.